First race in the cycling season. Mapped out around Nîmes and without any notable slopes, this first stage of the 3 days of Provence should end in a mass sprint.
Guys, it's the start of a new season. Let's try to be on the pace right away in order to get the year off on a good footing. Come on, guys!
The breakaway has 30 seconds lead.
You're 2 kilometers from the top.
The riders will soon be at the foot of the first short climb that counts towards the best climber classification. A short ascent of 600 meters that will see 1 point allocated to the first rider over the top.
Watch out. You're not going to be able to attack for much longer. Don't let the counterattack catch up. The peloton won't let such a large group get away. Here's the positions over the last climb. The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed. Others are fed up because you're not making enough effort. They'll no doubt try and drop you.
The peloton has caught up. There's no more escapees. The riders will soon be crossing the Pont du Gard, a renowned and ancient Roman aqueduct. That's today's touristic moment. We now close the history book. Cycling can now return to the fore with the approach of the first difficulty of the day, the Côte de Castillon du Gard, classified as 4th category.
A teammate is down. Collective fall. It may create gaps.
He's just fallen. He's not going to be able to set off again. So he must withdraw from the race.
Here's the positions over the last climb. It's looking good. You've got more. More than a minute's lead on the peloton.
A good ruler He doesn't really have a strong point that would scare opponents.
Continuez comme ça! Lâchez rien! Allez! Continuez comme ça!
You are 2 kilometers from the top. The first riders are 2 kilometers from the climb.
Lâchez rien! Continuez comme ça, allez! Allez les gars, on continue!
Allez les gars! Courage!
Comme ça!
Les voilà!
Allez les gars!
Bravo les gars!
The time gap with the head of the race is stable. Another classified climb is in sight for the head of the race. Once again, there will be 1 point to be gleaned for the first rider over the top.
You are 2 kilometers from the top. The first riders are 2 kilometers from the climb.
Allez les gars! Lâchez! Allez vas-y! On est avec toi! Allez on lâche rien! Allez! Allez fonce! Plus vite! Bravo!
Allez, vas-y!
You were first over the top of the climb. That's good. You must constantly try to shelter from the wind so as not to consume energy. This is what allows a rider to edge clear at the end of the race. Well, on flat stages, that's not where you see the most drama. You can accelerate forward if you think that nothing important will happen.
Let's not forget that in this event, there are 2 intermediate sprints per stage, each earning points for the first 15 riders, and with a maximum of 20 points for the first across the line.
Allez, courage les gars, allez plus vite! Allez les gars! Allez les gars!
Watch out. You're not going to be able to attack for much longer. Here's the winner of the intermediate sprint.
Allez les gars, courage.
Allez les gars, courage.
Courage, on continue. Allez les gars, on continue comme ça. Allez, courage, on continue. Courage, on continue. Allez les gars. Allez les gars.
Plus vite. Lâchez rien,
On
allez.
continue.
You're 2 kilometers from the top. The first riders are 2 kilometers from the climb.
Allez les gars.
Allez les gars.
Allez, courage les gars, allez plus vite.
Allez les gars, on continue comme ça. Allez, continue.
Et voilà.
Continue comme ça. Allez les gars, allez les gars. Continue comme ça.
Allez les gars, on continue comme
Allez les gars,
Bravo les gars, c'est bien.
allez les gars.
You were first over the top of the climb. That's good.
At the front of the race, it's time to pick up something to eat.
Collective fall. It may create gaps.
Another intermediate sprint is in sight for the head of the race, with once again 20 points for the winner of the sprint.
Allez les gars, on continue comme ça. Allez les gars.
ça, les gars. Allez.
Your breakaway companions look like they want to up the pace.
Allez les gars, on continue. Allez. Courage, on continue.
The gap is decreasing, guys. The peloton should be there for the stage win.
Okay, I'll follow any attacks.
The peloton is 1 minute 30 behind you. Your opponents are upping the pace to hold off the peloton.
The race is entering the final 30 kilometres, and there are still 2 points to be gleaned for the mountains classification. A chance to wear the first mountain jersey of this race.
The first riders are 2 kilometers from the climb.
Allez les gars, courage!
Lâchez rien,
Lâchez rien, les
allez.
gars. Allez. Ouais.
Lâchez rien,
Allez, les
allez.
gars, on continue comme ça.
Allez, courage les gars, allez plus vite!
Allez, les gars.
The peloton is 1 minute away. Another 20 kilometres to go before knowing the name of the stage winner. "30 seconds lead for the head of the race.
Continuez comme ça. Allez. Allez, les gars. On continue comme ça.
Allez les gars, courage!
Allez, continuez comme ça. Courage comme ça. Allez, les gars, on continue comme ça. Allez, les gars, on continue comme ça.
Allez, on y va!
Courage,
On continue! Allez, allez les gars!
Allez, on y va.
On y va!
Allez, les gars. Continuez comme ça.
Les voilà!
Les voilà. Ouais. Continuez comme ça, les gars.
Go. Courage, on continue.
Continue comme ça.
You were first over the top of the climb. That's good. They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax.
10 kilometres from the finish, and it's the sprinters' teams. Thus setting the pace. We're heading towards a mass sprint.
Allez les gars, courage!
Allez, courage les gars.
Bravo les gars, c'est bien!
5 kilometres for the peloton. The sprinters have got their team members riding to position themselves and avoid attacks.
Go! Allez, on y va!
With less than 3 kilometres to go, the final sprint is taking shape. The lead-out men are in place, and the sprinters will soon move into action.
Allez, on y va!
Allez les gars, courage.
The red pennant. The sprint is on. Today's victory is for a sprinter.
Allez, courage les gars!
Watch out. You're not going to be able to attack for much longer.
We had no real ambitions for the classification of this stage. Hi guys, let's start the briefing for this stage. Today's finish is perfect for punchers. You'll have to keep a close watch for riders who try to break away early on, because our lead in the mountain jersey isn't big enough for us to be sure of retaining it tonight. The team members of the favourites will probably manage the time gaps in order to fight for victory on the final climb. It will be difficult for us to influence the outcome. Good race to you all!